So we want to ensure that we're able to create a Google Meet session and our students cannot access that session without us in there. So we go about that by saying we're going to click join or start a meeting. You want to create a class code for your students. So let's just say our class code for our students. Since I love Boston, I'm going to say Boston Celtics 43. 43. Okay. Then I'm going to click enter or continue. And of course, this is going to pop up. And as you see there's our code right there, Boston Celtics 43. Okay. This is going to show for the students too, letting them know, hey, I'm going into my English class or I'm going into my math class. So you want to ensure you have that code for your students to type in, because they're not going to be able to access this link unless you are in that link. They're going to click join now. And of course, you see here's the information regarding this meeting. You can copy this information and send it to your students, or you can just tell your students, hey, make sure you type in the Boston Celtics 43 code so they know that they're entering your specific meeting. Now, if you ever want to record, which you always want to record your sessions, whether it's virtual live or if it's a tutorial session or a one-on-one, you always want to record. You'll hit these three dots over here, and then you'll hit record meeting. The great thing about recording that meeting is once you're done with your live session, it's going to save automatically to your Google Drive, and it's going to create a folder and everything for it. So this recording will save automatically to your Google Drive. You can edit it, whatever you need to do with it before you post it to your Schoology or before you send it out to parents. I don't know, because sometimes my lives they're lengthy, so I kind of cut it so they're not getting a whole hour and 30 minutes class. I just make sure I get the instructional part. So this is the great part about Google Meets, about the recording. It's automatically saved to your Google Drive. And if you ever want to present, you want to hit present now. You click this. It is always great to do your entire screen. Definitely when you're working on the Promethean board, you want to do the entire screen, because whatever's on that Promethean board, whatever presentation or activity you are presenting to your face-to-face students, your virtual students will see that as well. They'll just get a big view of it, definitely on the Promethean board. So present your entire screen. If you're ever working on your laptop, like a personal laptop, and if you get notifications like your text messages or emails and things, ensure that you turn those notifications on do not disturb, or you turn those notifications off, because you don't want that distracting your students as they're learning. They're seeing your text messages and emails and everything come through. So present your entire screen. It's the best way to do it. And if you ever want to record, hit those three dots at the bottom right, record the meeting. It's going to automatically save to your Google Drive once that meeting is over. Okay, your chat is right here. Okay, I love having my chat up when I'm doing my face-to-face and virtual. So I bring my laptop close to me by my Promethean board, and I'm able to see my virtual students participating in the chat as well. If you do not want your students sending anything in the chat, Google Meets has added some great new features. So you can click on that and no one will be able to type in the chat. No one will. And let's see what else we got here. Turn on the captions. If you need to turn on captions for your students that need those closed captions, you click down here, and the closed captions, they will turn on right down here. And all of your students will be able to see them. So I have used this before. It's great. It really helps the students. Also, it kind of lags. So if they're like, oh, I missed it, they'll see it down at the bottom of the screen. So those help as well. And other than that, the most important thing is when you're in a virtual setting, or if you're in a tutorial or one-on-one, you as a teacher want to be the last one to leave that Google Meet session. Because if you leave before a student, or if you both click, end, and that student was the last person in the meeting, the students now can access the Google Meets without you in there. And we don't want that. So just ensure that everyone logs out before you log out. Once everyone logs out, then you can hit end call. And now the students will not have access to that Google Meet session unless you're in there. So I hope this helped. I will leave some steps